So we're here at the UK Fruit Festival, and I'm going to interview this lovely person. Maybe you just want to say who you are and where you're from, and yeah.
I'm Reny. I'm originally from Estonia, but now I live in Croatia with my husband Jesse Bogdanovic. And
That's it. So,
yeah.
and she's raw vegan for many years, and I just want to ask you, how did you become raw vegan, and maybe share a little bit of your story because it's very interesting.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I became raw vegan 12 years ago, and before that, since I was 16, I was dieting all the time.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with it, and I ended up 10 years later. I was about 28 when I started this crazy diet, low carb, and that was just really silly because I low carb, low fat actually, because I realized that high fat doesn't work for me. I still was gaining weight.
Yeah.
And when I went like really restricted diet, I did became really skinny, but also really sick. Oh, where's the camera, by the way? On this side, right? Yeah. Okay. On this side. Okay. So I just started feeling lots of pain in my back, and started feeling tired, and my heart wasn't working so good. And I used to be extremely healthy. I used to be an athlete, like a swimmer, and considered myself really healthy. And all of a sudden, I feel all these funny symptoms. So I went to a natural doctor and did computer diagnostics like bioresonance. And in this diagnostic, she showed me that I have severe and chronic liver inflammation, kidney inflammation, also severe, lung infections, which later at the regular doctor also was confirmed that I have severe lung infections, and heart palpitations. My skin was so dry, it was cracking and bleeding. So I realized then that nothing, I don't want to give my health for being thin. It's silly and stupid. So, but they gave me antibiotic, and I felt like it's almost too late for me. Actually, at some point I felt so scared because doctor was so, the way she said things to me, I understood that I maybe have AIDS. So can you imagine how I felt? I'm like 29. Do you know what AIDS like? And I'm like, whoa, I might die in a couple of years. So this was a huge transformation for me when I just realized that I might die. Of course, I knew that I will die, but that I might die very soon, and it made me really rethink the way I look at other people, at life. And I realized that the biggest thing I want to do is help others. So it wasn't AIDS, luckily, but they gave me antibiotic, and it's very strong. And I decided to research because I realized, these things, the medicine is not so, healthy. It's not natural.
No.
So I started researching, and I found that there were so many people who said that they've been given this antibiotic, but it didn't work for this particular bacteria. It's very stubborn. And then another antibiotic, then they started getting side effects, and they got medicine for side effects.
Exactly.
And it was just downward spiral.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? I'm just like 29, I want to live, I want to make family. So I thought, okay, I really don't want to do it. I want to find alternative way to heal this infection. And that's when I found John Collar's site.
Lucky.
So lucky.
Yeah.
Livingfoods.com, living-foods.com is still there. Back then, 12 years ago, it was the only site that I could find that had free information. everything else was like buy my book, and
Exactly.
I didn't even have credit card.
Yeah, yeah,
So I'm so grateful that I found, and John Colored is really has very balanced approach.
exactly.
Lots of fruit, lots of greens, vegetables, and a little bit of fat. So it was perfect, and I went raw overnight. And back then we were living in a small village, and all we had in the store out of raw was cabbage, like dry cabbage, some old carrots, and some dried fruit, which I thought were raw, but they weren't.
Yeah.
But that's where I started, and I had to go like for almost an hour to a nearest town to get some bananas and apples. So I would go every day for shopping like this.
Wow.
But I was so happy because I started feeling better in about a week. The pain started going away. The brain fog started lifting. My heart felt better. I could breathe easier. And the biggest thing, I all of a sudden became happier.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I used to be really depressed when I was 16 to about 18, and then I found some spiritual books that helped me to get out of this
Exactly.
darkness. But I was okay. I was good, but I wasn't really happy. And I didn't realize that I wasn't happy. But when I started eating fruits, and especially when I moved back to Tallinn, capital of Estonia, to my parents, and I started eating more fruits and these vibrant colors, I just became so much happier.
Yeah.
And my confidence started coming back because I was so self-conscious. And I just became much more relaxed and just happy with life.
Aww, that's so beautiful. But I noticed a lot of people here also, because we're at the UK Free Festival, and there are some people who dealt with who were super sad, and then they jump to this diet, they become much more happier.
Yes,
So,
definitely.
Yeah, but I love your story, and I thank you so
Thank you.
much for sharing it, because I think it can really help so many people, and I think it's so inspiring. And I mean, she's raw vegan for 12 years now?
12 years.
12 years now. That's a long time. Yeah.
And I don't even have absolutely zero cravings. I don't even consider cooked food a food. For
Yeah.
me, it's just like with these plastic apples, in the store. That's how it looks for me. That I'm not even, I don't
Yeah.
even see it as food anymore, the cooked food.
Yeah, I think it's not real food. It's not real nutrition. It's just that because it is.
Yeah. Well, I respect some people who have to have it because they don't have opportunity to eat fruit, because
Yeah.
when I was growing up we barely had any fruit to eat, so I would die if I would want to be raw vegan there. So I respect, really, if you have to have cooked food, that's you have to have it because you want to live. But if you have opportunity and you have all these beautiful fruits and veggies and store and farmers market, just go for it because it's the best thing. It's the best thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So I thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the interview. So super inspiring, and thank you so much for watching. Sorry, and where can we find you?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you can find me anywhere on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, everywhere. I'm Happy Raw Reny, Reny. So Happy Raw Reny.
Exactly, and really check her out because, for example, her Instagram account is so beautiful and it teaches me so much. So really check her out. And yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for watching,
Thank
and
you.
have a nice day. Goodbye.